The chapel was commissioned by the Sisters of Laredo for their girls' school back in 1873 and constructed using locally quarried sandstone, taking 5 years to complete. But the most mysterious portion of this chapel is by far the spiral staircase, which rises 20 feet to the choir loft while making 2 full turns, all without visible support. That's right, there's no newel, there's no central pole, nothing that can be seen by the naked eye. And it was built due to not having enough room in the chapel to build a standard staircase to reach the choir loft. The staircase seems to defy logic and physics. So is it a miracle or a construction way ahead of its time? What makes it even stranger is nobody is for sure who built the thing. We're on the telephone with Richard Lindsley from the chapel, who told us about the legends behind the staircase. For example, who built it?
Historically, no one knows. Any claimant we've come across, we can debunk. As far as I personally think, I definitely believe it was divine providence was involved in this in one way or another, and I'll find out the details on the other side.
Where were the supplies for the staircase obtained?
Well, when the mysterious carpenter vanished without being paid, the sisters went to the only lumberyard to pay for the materials, and the lumberyard told the sisters the man never got any materials from them. So I wanted to solve that mystery. I've been curator and working here since 76 in the chapel since 1991. And I gave a core sample of the wood to a U.S. naval scientist by the name of Forrest Easley. He studied the wood for 15 months, determined it to be a form of Picea spruce, or softwood, but the cells were so dense, tight, and square that it gave it the strength of a hardwood. He told me it was the perfect wood for the job. He said for the cells to develop the way they had, quote, the wood must have come from a tree that had grown very, very slowly in a very cold place, like over 10,000 feet or from Alaska, end of quote. In fact, the closest he found to it was a spruce tree that does grow only in Alaska, but the cells in this wood did not fully match up with that or any other Picea spruce on Earth. So the scientist, Forrest Easley, gave the wood a new name, Joseph Easley Picea. So as of this last scientific study, is still a mystery to this day. Where does wood come from? No one knows.
How has it remained still standing and fully functional after all of these years without a visible support system?
Well, that's one of our great mysteries. No engineer on the planet has been able to tell us the weight-bearing capacity of our staircase without tearing it apart. I gave a lecture in 2019 to 120 modern circular staircase builders from all over the United States, and they told me they use a technique in which they take hardwood and glue it together. It's called lamination. That's how they build their circular staircases. And our staircase is made from at least 94 pieces of wood, held together with wooden pegs, built before the Industrial Revolution came to Santa Fe, and it's flexible. So these staircase builders said they could not duplicate this the way it was built, and can only do so with the modern technology that they used themselves.
Many people believe that the staircase was built by Francois Rochas, but others believe it was a miracle, perhaps built by master carpenter Joseph of Nazareth. That's right, that Joseph.
The sisters in their piety thought it was Jesus' foster father because they said a novena to St. Joseph, and that's the story they told their students. But when Mother Magdalena was asked by her Mother Superior who it was, she was under a vow of obedience to her, so she just told her that she did not know his identity.
More information is available by visiting LaredoChapel.com or by calling 505-982-0092. Or better yet, make that 3.5-hour drive and see it for yourself. With a spotlight on New Mexico legends, Anthony Lucero reporting.